Alright, so everybody, Mega Plays here, and today I want to talk about the grind in DBD and why it's a little too much. I even have like a notepad here of like how long the grind is. Well, not an accurate amount, but this is just how much to get all the perks. And just getting all the perks alone takes forever. So, right here I have the survivor perks, the killer perks, and how long it takes to get. So there's 101 survivor perks, and there's 90 perks for killer. So that's 191 perks to grind for. Now, if you know, each tier increases by 1,000. So it's 4,000 for tier 1, 5,000 for tier 2, and 6,000 for tier 3. So that's 15,000 blood points you need just to max the perk out. And then, if you do the math, 15,000 times 90 for killer, that's 1,350,000 blood points just to get all the perks maxed here on one killer. Now, this number is not completely accurate because one, you need to grab the other items to even get the perk first, and you might not even get that perk consistently. So then you'll be stuck getting other perks and you won't be able to max out that perk right away. For survivor, it takes slightly longer. It's 15,000 times 101, which is 1,515,000. And for survivor, I think it's harder to get VP because you know, like, everyone has a split thing going on, so everyone kind of has to share their blood points in a way. Of a killer is easier because it's just them, but for survivor, if you're the only one chasing or looping a killer, only you get those points, and if you're the only one doing the gens, only you get that points. And then yeah, it's not really a lot for survivor. So on average, if you do like 3 games an hour, and this is assuming if you're playing killer, if you're only playing killer with barbecue and chili with 4 stacks, on average you're getting about, maybe I said like 20,000 per match. So with barbecue that's 40,000, but if you've only, you could kind of put it up to 50,000, maybe 60. Even then, that's not really a lot. I feel like that's probably like 180,000 blood points per hour. But I did the lowest because you're not always gonna get the maximum blood points per hour. Like, you're not always gonna max out every category in every game, because you know, sometimes survivors are hiding, sometimes you kill them too quick. Especially if you're doing really good and you kill survivors too quick, you don't reach the maximum. So that's only like 120,000 per hour. So for both killer and survivor, it's kind of around the same amount, like 12-11 hours. But like I said, if you're doing other things, or like, since you have to grab other like add-ons and stuff before you can even grab the perk, and if like you don't get the same perk multiple times in a row, that takes longer. It's probably like 15, maybe 20 hours at most. So it's like 20 hours just to max out one survivor or one killer, and that's way too much. Like, especially like, most players are not playing that many hours per day. Most players have school, they have work and stuff, so they're probably only playing like 2 hours. And if they're only playing for like 2 hours, that's only 6 games. And if they're like doing 6 games, they're probably not like surviving that long to get the maximum. The game's probably ending too quick, or they don't do too good. Like, you know, you're not always gonna reach the maximum, and I think the grind is way too much in this game. And I feel like what they can do, they for starters, I acknowledge that they changed the rank system to get more blood points. So 2 million if you get them both to rank 1, which is really nice. That's good for new players, like for starting off, which is really nice. But they're definitely heading in the right direction, which I appreciate. I feel like what else they can do is maybe increase the daily challenges blood points you get. The regular one's to 60,000, and the one for the Mori maybe like 80,000 or something, slightly more to make it worth doing. Another thing that I think they should do is, if you do get the survivor to max prestige, if you're wearing all the skin for the max prestige skin, you get like a 15% bonus blood points increase if you're using the set. I know some games have that. I'm not sure what games. I've seen it somewhere, like if you're wearing a full set of something, you get a bonus for that. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's not like an advantage in the game. That's, you know, you're getting more blood points, which is nice, especially for survivor, because survivors, it's hard to get blood points for survivor, and a lot of people, I feel like there's more survivors than killers, especially when you're new to the game. I don't know, when I got into the game, I was playing survivor more, so that would be really nice. Or, you know, if you're wearing one piece of the set, maybe you get like, I don't know, 2.5 increase, 2.5 for each, or like something like that. If you're wearing the set, you get blood points increase, especially for a killer. That'd be really nice, something like that. They could also increase the rift challenges. It'll be some stupid challenge, like you gotta survive while you're the only one in the match or something. Like you have to exit before everyone else. That one I hate, because sometimes people don't leave before you, and you don't have time to wait for them. Like there's some stupid challenges that are so specific that you can't get, and you only get like 40,000 when it took you like 20 games just to get that one challenge. Like, you know, the glyph challenges, sometimes you can't even find them, and it takes you like 20 games just to get 5,000 blood points or 6,000. I think it's only 5,000, or I think it's more, like 30,000, but so I feel like it should be more, like around 50, like maybe 80,000 or something. Because if you're like max level, right, level 50, and you want to level up your character, I think it takes like 70,000 blood points just to level up your character. You have to grab everything. So if you put that into factor too, where you need to grab stuff, this takes longer. And if you're like not like doing pretty good in your games, or people DC, or you're not always getting like blood point offerings from other people, this definitely takes longer. Especially, and if you're not playing all the time too, and matches take long to get into, like this is, you know, it definitely takes a long time, especially for Survivor. Like, and I can acknowledge that's easier for killers to get blood points, but Survivor, it's super hard. And look at it, also takes longer because there's more survivors than killers, I think, right? Because some DLCs give like 2. Yeah, like Stranger Things have like 2 survivors, but yeah, it definitely takes longer, and I feel like they're definitely, you know, making a step in the right direction, which I really appreciate. And you know, I really hope they do more to fix the grind. One thing they can do for sure that a lot of people suggest is that they just remove the perk tiers. Like, there's really no point, like, other than just for the people to play more. But I mean, I get it. Or just lower the points it takes to, I don't know, from like 2,000 for tier 1. They could do that instead of removing the tier completely, so it's less to max it out. Something like that. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and what they should add if you don't mind the grind, or what do you think of the grind. That's my video today. So yeah, peace out, and leave a like if you enjoyed.